in Brooklyn and trashing streets for blocks at this Ridge car dealership on 66th Street and 5th Avenue. In a matter of minutes of the storm brought winds of 135 miles an hour amid a furious thunderstorm and 3.5 inches of rain just after 6:30 in the morning. This is the first tornado believed to have hit New York in more than a century.
See, just after 6:30 in the morning. Oops. What were we doing at 6:30 in the morning? We let Brooklyn down yesterday.
Sorry, Brooklyn.
Sorry, Brooklyn.
Tornadoes howling through.
Howling through, and we're giving our Bonds commentary. Oh, we suck sometimes. Brooklyn Roof in Dice Voice. I'm over here now. Tornado in Brooklyn, it must have caused like $68.50 in damage. That's not nice.
Hey, yeah?
That's not nice. All right, let's go to Illinois and say hi to Ryan. Ryan, what's up?
I got a fun fact for Fun Fact Thursday.
All right.
Okay, you guys know what the first recorded video, or the first copyrighted video is?
First copyrighted video?
Yeah.
No.
The history of a sneeze.
The history of a sneeze?
By Thomas Edison.
Oh.
Wow, that's a
Old Thomas Edison.
That's a wonderful fun fact.
That's a fact.
Fun Fact Thursday.
That's a fact. I don't know how fun it is.
All right, thank you, sir. Yeah, now, you know, it gets worse because I thought we were talking about Bonds yesterday as this tornado is hitting Brooklyn for the first time.
Yeah.
We could have done some great stuff on that yesterday. Well, I'm being informed that yesterday we were asking why sumo wrestlers don't play goalie in the NHL.
Meanwhile, the roofs are blowing off of buildings in Brooklyn and cars are being toppled.
We're wondering if it's legal for fat guys to play goalie in the NHL. Oh, that's why
we got the in Brooklyn. We use the hair gel scale.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, you get a tornado. If your hair don't move, it's an F1. Because you know you got your gel. If you get a few hairs out of place, it's a F2. And F3. Your hair's going to move around a little bit, but you stick it out your window and get that aerodynamic hairdo done.
Right.
And then the F4, your hair's blowing around pretty good. You could look like a
What about the F5? What?
F5, Mingy, forget about it.
Why? What happens? What happens with the F5?
F5?
Yeah.
It's the finger of Sinatra. Hey, let's go tornado chasing, huh? With Frank playing. Oh, this is extreme. We're cruising down 5th Avenue. Look at that. Good, I hope it blows every out of this neighborhood. It's wrecking a joint. That's all right. You could... No. Take the IROC. Take Marie. Where's Marie? Marie, get in the car, Marie!
Can I interrupt
Stupid.
you? Can't you have a better song to storm chase with? This is a little mellow.
If you can't storm
you need
chase...
some, like, Van Halen.
No, you got to storm chase to
How about
Sinatra.
Metallica? Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. You need something.
It's the chairman of the board, ass. All right? You got to storm chase to this. Lean back in your seat. Look, there's a tornado. It's ripping some roofs off. It's carrying some and away. And then the 30 and a few of the and those goddamn that run all the stores. It's not even a curse, but it'll let on to what I'm, getting at. Yeah, I'm melting away. You see a tornado? I don't need it. No. Let's go get some. Let's go to the restaurant. Screw this. We're pretty bad tornado chasers here in Brooklyn.
Hey,
we only have one to chase in 100 years. Go ahead, whatever.
Henchman from Brooklyn is suggesting maybe Summer Winds by Frank Sinatra.
Oh, Mingy, that's a good one, huh?
And it makes a little more sense.
Kamanuch, put it on. Summer Wind.
And as we get that record...
He's blowing in across the sea or something. The lingere. Big hair. Come along with me.
Booby Man writes, Staten Island's about to fall into the ocean. Why don't you talk more about your hotel in Detroit?
I know we're the worst.
Here's summer wind for a little more Brooklyn storm chasing there.
Yeah, huh?
There we go.
This is nice.
This fits a little better.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Yeah, the summer wind is blowing in.
The summer wind
Ah, sing it, Frank.
came blowing in
Oh, blew some roofs off the house.
the sea.
Yeah, huh?
So this is playing inside your IROC.
Lingered there.
Oh, yeah.
What's going on outside your IROC?
Well, we're storm chasing.
Yeah.
Walk with
We're storm chasing. Hold on. I gotta take care of something. What are you doing in our neighborhood? Get out of here!
golden
It's Italians here, you... Hey!
The tornado blew him in.
Hey, what can I tell you?
The tornado blew him in.
The tornado also might have blown him against that fire hydrant and given him a head injury. Get out of here!
Tornado's blowing all
The
sorts
whole
of people
bunch
into
of
the
you.
neighborhood.
Don't look at my sister, you... Hey, huh?
Not their fault.
Yeah, but I love everyone. I listen to hip-hop.
beneath the blue.
I'm tired from all this storm chasing.
All right.
I'm gonna go down to a Mario's and get some...
A piper man. One day it called.
I lost my house to the summer wind. Kevin from Connecticut.
I lost you.
All right. Stephen S. from Bayshore.
Summer wind.
I heard that 17 pinky rings were lost in that tornado.
The autumn wind.
All right, we're just getting started, so we want to acknowledge that we might have blown it yesterday.
Yeah, we should have. We should have probably been on the ball since it was like right in our backyard here.
You don't want to miss the first thing ever.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you're broadcasting and the first thing ever is happening, you should acknowledge that on your radio show.
He stink.
Oh man, do we? All right, we got phone call Thursday.
Oh boy.
Perv News Thursday.
That I like, as long as it's fun.
Yeah, we reworked Perv News Thursday because that's something else we blew on
Yeah.
the show a couple weeks ago.
Well, we were feeling it out. Perv News has to have some kind of wacky twist to it.
Yeah.
That makes it like, oh, okay.
When no one's really getting hurt.
Yeah, it's just a pervy story. You know what a good Perv News was? The guy on the subway that the woman took a picture of with her cell phone, and they found who he was.
Yeah.
And wouldn't leave him alone.
Yeah.
He was there kind of doing things with himself.
Yeah.
On the subway. That was fun.
Barbecue tools being used on a little kid in the alley.
Not so much fun.
That wasn't fun. See, we at least acknowledge it when we F up.
Yeah.
Oh, one more Twister clip. You got that one for us, E-Rock? This is for Brooklyn today. And, of course, it's also Extreme Male Camel Toe Thursday. Extreme! I forgot my sweats again. Someone's got to remind me!
Guys, send him an email the night before because he can't do a good male camel toe without his sweats. He gets one on each side of his sweat. It goes down to his knees. It's wonderful. It looks like Brooklyn after a tornado. It's a mess down there.
All right, give me another Twister clip there, E-Rock.
Ooh.
Maybe we should get off of this road.
You may be right.
Yo, Bill, you all right?
Dusty, you guys set up?
Joe, we're set. Going in?
We're going in.
You ready?
Come on it.
Careful.
We gotta get Dorothy on the street. Dorothy.
Speaking of Darth,
How many loose ends were in that movie? Why not just leave it in the truck? Leave the truck there.
let's acknowledge the New York Post with their fine front page today. Twister, first tornado in 118 years, hits Brooklyn. And then they have a picture of Dorothy from The Wizard of Oz saying, "This ain't Ken."
No. 118 years ago, there was a tornado in Brooklyn?
They're saying this was the... some are saying first ever, some are saying the first in 118 years.
Sweeping people off of Coney Island in their stupid bathing suits.
And their-
those striped ones with the muscle men and their big handlebar mustaches,
Yeah.
lifting the weights with those big black balls on the end.
They're throwing that huge medicine ball back and forth to each other.
Getting changed in striped cabanas on the beach.
The stupid women are going swimming in some kind of dress
It's a
thing.
dress. with their hats on.
Because we were scared to see women's skin.
Yes, it was very scary back then to see women's skin at the beach. So they had to wear dresses at the beach.
I had to wear floppy hats. It's 100 degrees out. Yeah.
Look, it's a tornado.
Yeah.
The olden days.
We might have to do the 40s music. Even that's
even
not...
before that. I don't even know how. We need like flapper music.
Yeah.
The Charleston.
All right, we're just getting started. Whoa, hey!
You're dropping stuff with tornado in the studio. Oh, my God.
You must have said F5 again because something fell.
Finger of God.
It's Opie and Anthony.
Hear what everyone else is talking about. O&A Uncut and Live continuing the show on XM Satellite Radio starting at 9 a.m. Eastern. Visit xmradio.com to subscribe.
This is the Opie and Anthony Show. 92.3 K-Rock. 92.3 K-Rock. K-Rock. This is Jade from AFI, and you're listening to Opie and Anthony.
Hi, this is Dr. Muse, and you're listening to the Opie and Anthony Show.
Hi, this is Brandon Boyd from Incubus. Right after.
Okay, good.
Tune in to SNY, the TV home of the Mets. Catch the Mets as they take on the Florida Marlins tonight. Coverage begins at 6:30 on SNY.
Get your New York sports here.
What if I told you that you could learn a new language the same way you learnt your first language, with no tedious translations, no useless memorization, and no boring drills? You'd have every right to be skeptical, especially if you struggled with languages in the past. That's why we want to send you a free demo CD-ROM from Rosetta Stone. You'll find out what U.S. diplomats, over 10,000 schools, and NASA already know, that this is the world's fastest, easiest way to learn a new language, guaranteed. Call now to request your free CD-ROM and try it with our compliments. Learn a language better than you thought possible and faster than you ever imagined. Call 1-800-500-0604 and we'll rush you the free Rosetta Stone CD-ROM today. Remember, there's no tedious translation, memorization, or drills. And the Rosetta Stone program offers 28 different languages. Call for your free Rosetta Stone demo CD-ROM today and see how easy and effective it really is. Call 1-800-500-0604. That's 1-800-500-0604.
Day 5 of the hostage situation for me continues. I have been your hostage all week long, and apparently
It's going to continue through the weekend, and
Right.
We're going to fire up these cameras in the studio, and you'll be able to watch it, folks, from home. Charlie McCord's going to try to sneak out.
I'm trying to.
Slither out, but you know those extra 2 pounds makes it very easy to detect him.
That would be Carl Banks, the
Good morning,
knowing
Hanson.
shuckle belonging to Charles McCord.
Morning.
And I am Chris Carlin. How are you both doing this morning on
Good
this
morning,
lovely Friday?
Hanson.
Oh, we're just wonderful.
We have got plenty to do this morning.
Plenty.
Plenty. The mayor of Newark is scheduled, hopefully, to join us between 9 and 10 today after he had to cancel yesterday for obvious reasons.
Yeah.
As both not only an arrest made with a 15-year-old, and then later in the day, the 31-year-old gentleman turning himself in to the mayor himself.
Yep, he did.
In Newark.
Yep.
So it was his fingerprint that was found on the bottle. Am I not mistaken about that,
I
Chuck?
believe you're correct, and he decided to turn himself in after learned that the Cory Booker announcement was in large part just to report that a warrant was being issued for this guy, and instead learned of the warrant and turned himself in to Mayor Booker.
Gets his man. I think it's real positive for that city. I got a chance to watch the press conference with him, and you had a lot of people speaking there, and it certainly was refreshing to see that no one placed blame anywhere, but said, look, we're unified in getting this thing done, and we are going to, move forward. So I think it's great.
Just quickly, once again, we're referring to the triple execution, if you will, of the college kids that happened in Newark, New Jersey this past weekend, late Saturday night, and now that there are, as Chris and Carl were just reporting, 2 arrests in the case, still other suspects.
Yeah, and they're aggressively going after them. And I think it's good. I think that's good news for the city of Newark. It's good news for, those who were, very frustrated that nothing was being done. And obviously it's everything's moving in the right direction.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
You listen to the mayor talking, and hopefully we'll have him on today, this morning. He talks about unity. He talks about everyone working together on one accord because, You know, the other thing too, Chuck, is it doesn't matter whether it's a Democrat or Republican, presidential candidate, or
black, white, green, orange.
And when you
doesn't make any difference.
a sincere, what I would say, run on a platform of certain things, no matter what it is. If you're gonna, run on, we're gonna bake, more bread in this town.
Understood.
It takes the support of those who are the recipients of that message, and I think it's good that now the powers that be are joining together, and now the community should start to feel the same way.
And if you run on that platform and then make a concerted effort along those lines, no matter what the result, you're making the attempt, and it's legitimate.
You're making the attempt, and it gets better when you have the support of your constituents in the community.
Well, listen, it's just you feel good about the fact that they've at least been able to make some arrests here, and hopefully something positive will come out of this. Who knows down the road? But you hope for the best. And I mean, it's positive to make these arrests and everything. But just from the community standpoint, I hate to say it. Maybe it'll serve as a turning point down the road.
Well, you would like to think.
And particularly, I mean, the heinous nature of this crime certainly caught the attention of the nation.
Yes,
it really did.
We'll get into so much more stuff today. We'll talk a little bit about a brutal Met loss from yesterday to the Atlanta Braves.
Yeah, you can get to this whenever, but just give me what I want to hear are two reasons why the Mets could implode and two reasons why they won't.
I've got that covered for you later this morning.
I just want to hear
the
because
continent is all over it.
There's a calm amongst fans. No big deal. Ba ba ba. And then there's the other extreme of it is, oh boy, this could be bad.
By the way, Chipper Jones, I'm thrilled with the New York media.
Oh, he set them straight, didn't he?
You guys started some garbage yesterday. I'm paraphrasing, mind you. You guys started some garbage yesterday, so I'm done talking to you.
That's it. Don't have to talk to you.
I'm stunned.
Well, maybe he listened to you yesterday when you said if he gets into it, it's going to go and take a life of its own.
See you for the next week.
He unplugged it.
Exactly right. So we've got a lot to do this morning, and it's our last day together
no,
on the radio.
Not.
On the radio.
No.
Oh, because you're going to lock us in.
This is a hostage situation.
10 minutes after
Order
6.
food. Order
don't
food
lock the door
for the
yet.
next month.
Don't lock the door yet.
No,
we need to get it in here.
No, we're gonna cut a hole.
Can we get a fridge in here? Would that be okay?
It is one. Just turn.
What about a deep fryer?
No, turn it.
No.
We're not gonna
George
get
Foreman grill?
We must maintain sanitary conditions.
I'm gonna need a blender.
Look, we're going to be on TV for a long
time. I need a toaster.
Time.
Can we get a toaster?
We'll just get it all lined up. There's a PC Richards up the street. We can get anything we need.
What about a gas range?
They'll line it up here in the newsroom.
They're going to have to drop the gas.
The one thing Chris will not require is a salad shooter.
No, we're okay there. I don't need that. We're okay there.
Are you good on yogurt?
Absolutely.
The only reason I'm going to let you out early today is because you promised to come back and be a hostage. It's a voluntary hostage situation.
I will be. I'm there for you, Carl.
And
how about a bread maker and a butter churner?
Lou is out sick, and he'll even be here to become a hostage.
What's the matter with Louie, for crying out loud?
I got to get well. I got to go be a hostage.
You know what? He wasn't feeling well toward the end of the show yesterday. And I got a text message from him yesterday afternoon that he still wasn't feeling well.
And the big Mr. Ed is here.
Ed's Kazari will be covering us throughout the morning.
Eddie, did anybody tell you you're going to be running the boards for the next, who knows?
Interminable length of time.
You're going to be here. Because we ain't going nowhere. I kind of like this place. I like this time slot, so I'm going to be here.
Carl determining this is the only way that we will get the morning show.
We're going to
get through violence.
One way or the other.
12 minutes after 6, here's Charles with the news.
Rescuers have drilled through to a pocket.
Button down the hall and also does the fine show rundown right above poor Tom's chest x-ray. Where's the porn? Where's the porn? Is it right below Tom's chest? Tom's sharing with us, and there's a porn head. It just says, buy your mommy something nice. That can't be a porn ad, is it?
For a hardcore superstore?
Oh, what does it say? Oh, hardcore superstore. Buy your mommy something nice. That's right above Is Tom Alive, Tom's chest x-ray. That's nice. I guess we just put up this X-ray for today's show, so you can check out what's going on with his chest.
So this guy's gonna be dead someday.
Well,
someday.
And he's just gonna he's blowing his brains out.
Some minute.
Well, this sick F, he calls up. He does have a great sense of humor. He's a huge fan of the show. He called up and did a rock scream for us and ran out of air. He's a trooper when it comes to Is Tom Alive Friday. But there you go. There's a porn ad above the chest X-ray.
You should see if he can break the world record of holding your breath underwater.
That was accomplished yesterday on Regis, of all people. It can't be an official record if you do it on Regis's show, I don't think.
Regis. They were talking about it on the news this morning.
Oh, they were?
Yeah. I saw that on the news. They were making a big to-do about it. Apparently, it's record-breaking week on Regis.
He does that every year, the Guinness Book of World Records.
They're going to break some records.
Yeah. But Regis,
I'm down.
Regis could care less. He's outside that oversized fish tank with this dude in it that's looking like a mannequin for 15 straight minutes, and Regis is just staring. He doesn't care. He's just happy to be alive at this point with all the problems he's had. All right, what else is going on today? We got Is Tom Alive Friday. That's the big get. And
can't wait to see that.
And a huge distraction for everybody. By the way, he hasn't called yet.
Not good.
The beauty of this bit, as soon as he calls, we get him on so everyone can breathe.
Except him.
Except him.
Poor guy. How ironic.
And, it's Friday, so a lot of people are going to be heading toward the old movie theater. Well, there's no real movies that are being released today. The big one is next week, Superbad, that we're all behind.
That's a week still?
We had Jonah Hill on the show yesterday. He was absolutely hilarious. Part of the interview's on YouTube already. Sam put the video up, so if you want to check it out, just type in Opie and Anthony Superbad, and you can see Jonah Hill.
I don't care about that. When does Daddy Day Camp come out?
Ooh, I think it's today!
All right. That's Cuba Gooding Jr. is just knocking off fantastic film after fantastic film. And his latest film, Daddy Day Camp, just looks hysterical. Just from the poster. Just from the movie poster, where he's laying down on the ground, clawing at the ground, making a, oh no face, as children drag him into a tent or something, and they're all celebrating and cheering behind him, little kids. The poster alone makes me want to shoot Cuba Gooding Jr.
Well, I was trying.
There it is.
I was trying to defend him yesterday, but oh wow, look at that poster.
Yeah, that's going to be one of those that if I ever saw it in a video store, if I ever went into video stores anymore, I would stare at that for about 15 minutes to a half hour, getting angry.
He's one of those guys that completely lucked out in Hollywood because his first movie, for the most part, was a massive hit.
Oscar winner.
That gave him years in Hollywood to make bombs. Years. Because we were talking yesterday. I can't even think of a second Cuba Gooding movie that I enjoyed.
The one with the dogs.
Oh, that snow thing. What was it called?
Snow Dogs.
Snow Dogs. Yeah, that was
great.
terrific.
Fantastic.
What about the one where he was on that gay cruise, but he was straight?
Oh, right.
He was.
What was that called?
Wow. He wasn't gay. He was straight. That was the whole funny part about it.
And he was on a gay cruise. You get it?
Yeah. But how did he get on the gay cruise ship?
I think it was a mix-up.
A little mix-up?
He brought his buddy. No, they wanted to scoop. There was some girls going. So they wanted to be the only ones, or something like that. I don't know what happened.
Yeah, so they get on, and it's all about them having a man-on-man sex. Yeah.
The hijinks ensued.
Hey, he was in Rat Race, though. Come on.
Rat Race?
He was in Radio. Come on. He was on Home.
Oh, he played. Well, see, that he thought was going to be his big Oscar winner again.
Yeah.
Radio, where you play a retard.
Yeah.
And you instantly win an Oscar. But I guess not. What won in 2003? What won the Oscar in 2003 that stole it away from...
Let's find out.
Cuba.
Hey, this guy is disagreeing with you as far as Tom's X-ray goes.
Really?
Adam in Jersey, what's up?
All right.
Yeah.
Hey.
Hey, what's up?
What's going on, buddy?
Anthony.
Yes, sir.
Please don't ever read my chest X-ray.
Why? What's the
Black
problem?
is good. In this situation, black is good on X-ray.
Oh, what did I say? I was a doctor? I have a microphone. I could lie into it. What do I know?
Is Adam
I'm
a
not
doctor?
What
I'm a medical student.
What does the black mean?
Black means there's air. There's nothing that stopped the X-ray, absorbed it, so it just penetrates right through.
Oh!
You got that part.
All right, so we can breathe. We could breathe a little sigh of relief today.
Oh, I thought it was bad. What about?
Yeah, but he has this white spidey thing in one of his lungs. That's pretty impressive. That's really bad. And then the other lung is about 1/6 white.
Not good.
Not good.
Hey, dude, what about like when they show smokers' lungs in an X-ray and they look all black?
Yeah, that's because emphysema just stretches them out real big. Lots of air in there. They trap air. So that's not good either. But in his case, you want to see black. It means that there's lots of air in there.
All right, but there's still some kind of...
I'll read in my X-ray.
There's still some kind of crazy spider-looking thing happening that's taking up a nice portion of one of his lungs.
Yeah, that sounds like the disease, like sarcoid.
All right.
Ooh, sarcoid.
Sarcoid.
That's a villain from the new Spider-Man movie.
I wonder how many...
Sarcoid.
Yes, sarcoid.
I have no idea. It's sarcoid.
Lying again. All right.
I have a mic. I could say whatever I want. People will believe me.
I wonder how many people are tuning in on Fridays just to see if Tom's alive at this point.
Well,
I'm hoping Tom's alive.
Yeah, so far no call. I think last week he called real early and let us off the hook, so we'll see what happens today.
Cuba Gooding Jr. was in Norbit?
He was in Norbit.
Wow.
Small part in Norbit. Of course he was in Pearl Harbor, so, you know.
Yeah,
so he's been in two good movies out of, like, I don't know, his IMDb goes and goes and goes and goes and goes and goes and goes. Wow, this guy was allowed to make a lot of movies after Jerry Maguire.
Well, he had Boys in the Hood he was great in.
Oh, as good as it gets he was in, too.
He was in The Gladiator that wasn't Gladiator.
What do you mean?
In 1992, there was a movie, Gladiator.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
But it wasn't The Gladiator?
No.
Oh, wow.
Isn't that great when they put movies out? Like, didn't a movie Titanic come out, like, pretty much the same year?
Yeah.
Titanic came out, you know, the huge movie Titanic. And then this crappy version came out.
I think with Titanic, there was like a lame TV version that just so happened to hit the same time the big movie hit that they spent years and like basically billions of dollars
to
on
make and build sets for and everything.
And then you got
this TV crap.
You got the lame TNT version at the same time.
You'll be stunned at Marquee Post in Titanic.
All right, we got to take a quick break. We got the Cuba Gooding Daddy Daycare or Daddy Day Camp Trail or whatever.
Oh, I want to hear some of this.
And
buckle in.
Buckle in. We'll do it next. Bob Kelly here as well. It's Opie and Anthony.
The return of What the Hell Is That to the Opie and Anthony show was an overnight success.
My God, this is awesome!
Who could forget the sounds of cysts being ruptured and Bob Kelly vomiting into a bucket?
Bobby's puking.
Well, we're going down that pus-filled road again, kids.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
If you have a bump, boil, bruise...
And I think Mike Lupica really sums it up brilliantly today in the Daily News in just talking about the fact that when you look at this whole thing, maybe the group most responsible for everything is the Players Association. They have always fought against every kind of drug testing ever. They have defended the guilty ardently, to say the least. And maybe that in and of itself ends up casting aspersions over everyone. Now, the one thing we should clarify about Chipper is I never felt like Chipper was saying A-Rod did steroids.
And if you did, he set you straight, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. But I mean, I don't ever think that he said that. And he even at one point, when he was asked directly, he said, I would say no, but I don't know. And I think the grand point about the whole thing is we don't know about anybody. And maybe the Players Association is the one that is the most responsible for that happening.
I would say they are just as complicit. See, because the Players Association and the league itself, they kind of work in conjunction with each other in all things that work in sports. So if it is to work, they both have to be on the same accord. And if they're going to fight against it and the league says, okay, we'll let you have this point, then guess what? They're both complicit. Because the Players Association represents the players, certainly they have their role in this, and it's a great role. So I wouldn't disagree with what Mike Lucas said, but I would say that, the culture was created on both sides.
I think there's no way possible for baseball itself, for Bud Selig and everybody running baseball, to wash their hands of this thing at all. Because even if they knew about it, or even if they didn't know about it, they clearly were not going to go looking deep into this in the late 90s.
It's in no one's best interest to gut baseball if revenues are high and gate receipts and attendance and fan interest is so great. It would serve no good purpose in both parties' eyes, the union and the league, to sit up and take a close look at why.
Listen.
You understand what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
It's like, this is going good. Don't look into it.
Absolutely.
And
as you put it the other day, don't look behind the curtain.
Yeah. Here's the yellow brick road. We're leading our fans down, and the wizard. We're off to see the wizard.
Leave it alone.
Yeah. Do not enter.
No.
But
Absolutely.
see, it's in everyone's best interest because player salaries are up as a result of ad revenues and all of this stuff. When owners make money, players make money. When the TVs are tuned in, it means it's greater fan interest. When the bleachers are full on days when they normally weren't, that means they're showing up to see the home run ball.
Think about that. When the Cardinals came to Shea in 1998, there were, I'd say conservatively, 8,000 to 10,000 people who would show up at the ballpark and want to get in the door at 5:30 so they could see Mark McGwire take batting practice.
Oh, yeah. So it tells you there, it's a tangle web they weave when the public is deceived, I guess, because it's as complex as it may sound, it's very simple. Everybody's in it together.
You just sound like Johnny Cochran. The tangle web they weave, when the public they deceive. If it doesn't fit, you got to quit. Congratulations, Mr. Banks. Chuck says thanks.
Spoken only if Chuck could do it.
That's good.
But it's everyone's complicit, and no one can sit up and say that the wool was pulled over their eyes. And when and that just it makes me laugh when I see this visual of the commissioner looking like at the ballpark on the record-tying home run, like he's got an apple stuck in his throat.
He was standing there, and I hate to use the word, but the first thing that came into my mind when he is standing there in San Diego,
stupefied,
doofus. And I am a Bud Selig fan. I think that overall he has always had the best interest of the game at heart, whether it was in the late 90s where they were turning their head to it, or
that
not
was in the best
paying
interest
attention
of the
to
game.
it. Yeah, well, yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
But he's a baseball fan. He's got a passion for the sport. He stays up late in Milwaukee to make before it does not go to bed before all the late games are over. Watches them. That's great. But he stood up, got his hands in his pocket,
and as they say, he didn't know whether to crap or go blind. It was just one. You never heard that one before?
No. What?
You didn't know whether to crap or go blind.
Do we need to dwell on it, Mr. Banks?
No, we don't need to dig into it.
I've never heard that one before. God bless you, though. That's good. I like it. Well, I think about that. That baseball, that the Players Association, that everybody actually made Jose Canseco the voice of reason, or somehow are credible. Because based on that,
I don't give him any credit.
How about this? The name of the book, if he comes out with this next book, he's apparently only shopping a synopsis right now of what it would be, is Vindicated.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Vindicated.
How about Authenticated?
Well,
I told you so.
At least, I told you guys this during the break. The only guy I've ever seen honest with the title of a book is Tony Kornheiser. It was his second or third book, and he called it "I'm Back for More Cash."
How about that?
And there's a picture of him on the cover in a top hat and tails holding up hundreds.
I love Tony.
Absolutely.
He is the guy.
But, listen, I think overall, if you want to sit there and think that Not to be naive about it, but if you want to try to approach the game from a purist standpoint, like I think you and I agree we want to, you can. And I don't sit there and watch a game and think, oh, this guy's on it, this guy's not. But I think that the suspicions arise outside of enjoying the game itself.
To be honest, I don't even allow it. I mean, I sit and when I watch baseball, because I have a young son who loves baseball, loves it. And I enjoy it and watch it with him, and, he talks stats, and we talk players, and it's just the extent that I go.
Have you guys ever talked about this?
My son, we had dinner yesterday, and he mentioned the Bonds thing in passing. He's just like, that record's probably not good, huh, Dad? But he loves the game, and I don't want to dissuade him from the purity. It's almost like when I went to college from high school, and then from high school to the pros, there's a maturation process and a sobering reality that you see at every phase. And you understand, well, this is a game. This is more of a professional game. And wow, this is a business. That's high school, college to pro. The first day you leave your playbook in the pros, and you look at a coach and say, I left it, he looks at you and said, oh, well, it's going to cost you. Not go back to your dorm and get it.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I just want, and he'll grow into whatever the realities are, and that's why I'm so adverse to this herding of opinions.
So as a former athlete, are you able to, with football, do you just look at it as a business from the next player perspective, but you can, we've covered the fact that you approach baseball as a pure fan more than anything else. Is that the way it is between football and all the other sports?
All sports.
Yeah.
It is, because I played it that way.
Right.
I lived it that way. I believed in, the benefits of hard work and not cutting corners. And I've, reaped the rewards of that. So I know it works.
Moron.
Yeah, well, it worked for me. And, I'm walking around with all my joints intact, no major surgeries.
And all other organs intact?
Yeah.
And sized properly for your dimensions and all of that.
Exactly. So I live a normal life. And so I know it works.
Until they go into shutdown mode after your little lock-in over the next 3 weeks.
Well, I'm just telling you, they're going to have to fire up these cameras in here and just watch it. They'd keep the air on so you don't sweat.
Are we trying to turn this into, like, some sort of reality show?
The reality is for those who thought that we weren't going to be here in the mornings. That's the reality.
6:32 on the Fan. It's starting to get a little scary.
It is.
Because, like,
we're going to order food. Don't worry, we're going to order food.
He's joking, but he's really only half joking right now.
I know. It is a little scary.
Just order food, and anything you need, we can get it.
Let's take a time out.
Fire up the cameras.
I am hungry. I could eat. Let's
pace yourself. You're going to be here full. Need to change your clothes? I'll have someone drop some off.
I would appreciate that.
Oh, yeah.
6:32. We'll take a timeout. Come back. Chris Carlin, Carl Banks, Charles McCord on Sports Radio 66.
You're listening to Chris Carlin and Carl Banks on Sports Radio 66, WFAN, New York.
If you or a loved one has been diagnosed with prostate cancer, New Jersey Center for Prostate Cancer and Urology wants to make you aware of very important news. Unlike open traditional surgery, minimally invasive robotic prostatectomies utilizing the breakthrough Da Vinci robot system can result in a shorter hospital stay, faster recovery, and reduced risk of incontinence. The leaders in this remarkable procedure since 2002 are Doctors Vincent Lanteri, Michael Esposito, and Muda.
But then you have to add the addendum, but water will find its level. You guys are over there are funny. I mean, as a whole station, and Evan said it the other day, which really brought it to light a lot, that everybody is going to jump off a building if the Yankees make the playoffs. You know what? They're going to pass Boston like they're standing still.
Frank, I'm not ruling that out. And I spent the first 15 minutes of the show talking about how great Chamberlain was, how I was almost ready to drive him to Cooperstown myself, about the fact that they're 24-8, that they could have a bench in one night that has Giambi and Damon on the bench together the same night. I've said all of this, and by the way, Frank, I was one of the guys that said a couple of months
I know.
ago
And wait
they
a minute.
can't give up on this.
Hold on. And you know what? I defended you Saturday when I told Evan the same thing. You're the only one who told these people to shut up. Okay, but it's like everybody's looking for something. Oh, but they're going to play this team. Oh, but they're going to play that team.
No. Listen, you do have to admit that. Would you expect them to go 24-8 again over this next 32-game stretch?
Right now, the way they're playing, and you know what? The same couple of teams that they played and they beat, like Kansas City, who kicked the Red Sox rear end in.
Yeah.
Okay, so and we won all three. So I don't want to hear about a schedule. And everybody plays the same people in the end.
You know what, Frank? Listen, I respect the fact that you're a very good Yankee fan, and I respect the fact that you've got great knowledge, but you're wrong.
Well, wait a minute.
No, listen, I'm not going to get... You can't look at them and expect. You can hope, but you can't use the word expect when you're dealing with the Yankees here to continue to play at this level. I mean, yeah, we joke, they may never lose another game. Yeah. Listen. Let's
Well,
not
of
get
course
nuts.
they're going to lose another game, but the suggestion here
No.
from this guy is that they may have actually found their water level.
They might
analogy.
have. They might have. But do you expect these guys to continue to hit like that? Do you expect
Yes.
450 or 427 out of Robinson Cano?
In that area.
Chuck, don't make me beat you to death with the microphone. Don't make me take the cord and wrap it around your neck.
No, I don't want that. That's not what Chuck's seeking today. Death by Mike. No.
You know...
One call and you're done.
Yeah, I'm really.
Yeah. Good idea to take calls.
Well, I'm not done. All I am is a truth sayer. And people who don't want to deal with that, I'm sorry.
And Chris was the guy who said, wait a minute.
You know what I am? I am Captain Perspective.
Show me the body.
Exactly right, Lou. Show it to me.
I'm glad I'm in this room.
If you show it to me, I will fill out the toe tag. All right? But I didn't see it in May. And I don't see it now. Not that I would see it now. I don't even know what I'm saying.
You're losing me.
You'd be good for a private eye series. Little things.
I want to see that body.
The big cop that goes around in the small town. Sheriff Carlin's back.
Really? CSI Astoria.
You can see him like pulling up his belt. Show me that body.
I want to see that sandwich.
This is Astoria. Welcome.
All I know is, I try to be the voice of reason a couple of months ago, and I still get kicked in the pants if I say anything remotely negative. that it's even possible that if I even insinuate that maybe the Yankees won't go 24-8 over the next stretch, that I even suggest that that's possible, and all of a sudden I am Mr. Negative. I am Mr. Yankee Hater, all that crap. You know what I am? Objective. Objective.
You're like all those guys there, Chris, at FAN. All you Yankee haters.
Another one.
You're a hater.
I am not a hater. Yes, I am, but I'm an objective hater. I'm not a hater that
doesn't hate.
It just hates for the sake of hating.
Go root for your Rangers. Yeah, okay.
Great equanimity in my hate.
And I hate everyone now.
One call. Come on.
Good luck, next caller.
Steve in Bayside. How you doing, Steve?
Good morning, Captain Perspective.
What's up?
I got to talk about Melky Cabrera here. He does, not only is he hitting great, but, the ninth inning play last night, not guns the guy out at the plate and backs up the throw from Posada right there to make sure that it doesn't go, into the outfield, which would have scored the run right there.
Yep.
He does so many of those little things that I don't think most people notice. He's always hustling. He moves runners along. He's one of the few guys in the Yankees that do that stuff, too.
Now, if you look at it this year, you understand why they didn't want to make the move as far as he was one of the guys that was talked about in the Gagne trade.
Also Gonzalez, too, straight up to the Pirates closer Gonzalez.
If you really looked at him, though, at the beginning of the year, or even during the offseason, if somebody said, wow, you could get so-and-so for Melky Cabrera, you would have said, or you might still say, okay. But I think during the year, this year, is where you've figured out you can have an appreciation for him. Okay, that was a little bit more calming. That was a little, I'm back.
Feel better? You feel better?
Okay.
Okay.
My chest actually got a little tight right there. John in Hartford's on the fan. John.
Yeah.
What's up?
No, just calling in, guys. First of all, a little quick comment about the Yanks. I don't think they have to worry about if they want to win the division, because the truth is, how many years in a row have the New York Yankees won the division and the AL East? That's all I got to ask myself for that one. Boston struggled that for many years.
But really,
I mean,
to be fair, who cares? Who cares if they win the division or not, as long as they make the playoffs?
Yeah, I'm just saying that. I mean, Yankee fans really shouldn't be worried. Now, I'm a Mets fan, but I've been following the Yankees for over a decade now. I'm a pretty young guy. But like I said, I really, as a realist, coming from a very neutral perspective, we shouldn't really worry about it right now until it actually happens. But number two, I was looking up the stats yesterday. I called in Joe Benigno and their show. And very interesting, if you look at the New York Mets veterans and you look at the Yankee veterans, okay?
Yeah.
You look at Roger Clemens, Andy Pettitte, Mike Mussina. Average age, 39.3 years old. You look at Pedro, you look at Altuve and Clavin, average age, 39.3 years old.
The 1 o'clock win of course. The Mike and the Mad Dog program will come your way. Don't claim it, the incomparable Sugar Ray Martel on the other side of the glass. And, of course, the big story today, the passing of the legendary Phil Rizzuto, all-time Yankee great shortstop, Hall of Famer, 5-time All-Star MVP in 1950, and, of course, all those years as just a phenomenal Yankee broadcaster. Sad news today on the passing of number 10, the Scooter.
But you got to look at it this way. 89 years on this planet affect a lot of people's lives.
And I think I can share it with you.
Okay.
By the way, somebody else sent Kim the copy of the Star Jones autobiography.
We'll get to that in a minute.
For the bet that you will lose later on coming up. At least you didn't have to spend the $22.95.
We'll get to that.
Although that was part of the humiliation. That's coming up. Anyway. Dear Chris. Please.
It's on a white piece.
A white piece of paper.
And
Single
it's written,
space.
it looks to me from here like it's written in blue ink.
Black ink.
Black ink.
Yep. Printed.
And it's the whole page is
whole
written.
Page, yes.
I mean, it's covered.
Whole page.
All right.
Chris, please read this letter in its entirety. I know this may seem odd, but I'm going to give it a shot anyway. I listen to the fan all the time, and I heard your show a few weeks ago. I heard that Ms. Jones had no date for the U.S. Open. I was wondering if you could put in a good word for me. I'm a 39-year-old... I'm a 39-year-old, handwriting's not that great, who lives in Orange County, New York. I love sports and have trouble finding a girl who enjoys it as much as I do. I either watch or attend almost every Yankee game. I would love the opportunity to accompany Ms. Jones to dinner at a place of her choosing. I am a financially stable person who loves sports, music, fun, and food. Let's see here. I'm an amateur chef who enjoys cooking for other people.
There
we go. Exactly right. I'm 5'10", 190 pounds. I've enclosed my business card with my email address and cell phone number. Please pass this information on to Ms. Jones and have her respond either way. Let's see here. We can correspond before we meet to make her feel more comfortable. I'll be listening Thursday morning around 6:30 a.m. Best regards, Vinny. We won't say his last name. P.S. Please tell her not to fake her own abduction to avoid a blind date.
I like the P.S.
So it's quite a letter, quite a proposition here for you.
Quite a letter, very flattering. That's very nice of them to overnight that.
Exactly. Your gut initial reaction upon seeing this morning at roughly 5:40 was what?
Surprise.
Why surprise?
Because the letter was overnighted to you.
Well, and I think he knew that this was our last week together.
Right.
And we might not see each other for a while, so he wanted to make sure we got it in.
Right.
What else? Flattery?
Oh, absolutely.
Certainly
yes,
flattering?
certainly
Yeah.
flattered, very flattered.
Okay.
I guess that's what I meant by surprise. You know,
See, but
someone went out of his way to write the letter and then to send it, and
She always downplays herself here.
Ah.
See, and the guy sounds genuine and
Oh,
yes,
he does.
absolutely,
Sounds
really
like a
does.
lovely
Absolutely.
person.
Let me see the letters. I can analyze the handwriting.
Actually, he did the clever thing. He went to you to get through to...
Yeah,
See, see, Kim maybe gets a lot of these, maybe. That's what he's thinking. He's probably thinking she gets a lot of mail.
That's possible. You want to mail through Yes?
I get a little bit, not a lot.
She's downplaying it.
Yeah.
I don't get a lot of mail.
You don't get it through Yes?
Yeah, I get mail through Yes, but not a lot.
How much are they admirers?
Some are from like young women who want to go into the business.
Sure.
My advice is don't.
Right.
And then I say more.
Yeah, she's giving out smart advice.
Yeah.
Actually.
Stay away.
Please major in business. Go with the 9 to 5
First
weekends
of all,
off.
get a lobotomy.
Yeah. Secondly, embrace
Then
Fridays.
you go into the business. Hey, you want to go into radio and TV? Great.
Embrace Fridays. That's my second piece of advice.
Right. Well, I mean,
it's very nice. I don't know what else to say. It's very nice of him, and he sounds like a nice person.
But do you feel like, the guy checks in, like, as Lou said, he goes to me to try to help him. I mean, he sounds like a perfectly good guy. So, I mean, I guess this is me putting in the good word for him
Right.
as he asked to
You
do.
really are. You're sort of vouching for him without knowing anything about him except the letter.
I kind of understand where he's coming from.
You do.
Because I don't think I was not somebody who went out and was, great at meeting women, certainly.
You weren't Casanova before you married Cheryl?
I think that would be the understatement of the century. I think that's fair to say. And
You weren't the American gigolo?
I was the American jiggle. I was the American jiggle.
All right.
Oh, my gosh.
Wow, inning over.
Yeah. Chris for 3 in the opponent's basket.
Wow, someone got posterized.
But I understand where he's coming from. So I guess that I'm here. I want to root for the guy.
Right,
That's what I'm about.
Right.
I'm about helping
You're
people.
about rooting for the underdog.
Right. I think probably our best course of action here, or the hot,
Yeah.
would be to get him on the phone.
You think
Because
so?
he did include his cell phone number. He did include an email address. He did say on the back of the card where he put the email address, if you're interested, you can check out our website. I'm not going to give that. I can get it. He gets a lot of junk emails, so if you would please use the subject of your name as you send the email, that would help too.
Wink, wink.
So he's a busy person.
Yeah, apparently so.
Doesn't have time to check spam.
Well, you're busy too.
Okay.
You're not checking spam. No chance. Yes?
I eat spam. No, I'm kidding. I don't. I don't eat spam.
Well-
Have you ever eaten spam?
No.
No?
Even I.
You've drawn the line at...
draw the line at canned meat.
Okay.
Yes, absolutely.
Oh, man, you haven't lived. Let me have that.
Okay.
Okay. Chuck, what do you think here? I mean, I think our best cause of action is to get him on the phone.
Yeah, I checked him out, checked out, the way he writes,
right.
a little bit of the grammar, a
You
little bit
did
of the
some
spelling.
handwriting
I
analysis?
did a little analysis. He looks
He
good.
doesn't look crazy.
No, not at all.
Doesn't look crazy. He doesn't look like he's pieced together.
You don't sense danger.
No, I don't.
I don't
think
either.
So. I really
Do you
don't.
think this is anything like the letter that was left when John Benet Ramsey was found dead?
No.
No, I do not.
No, definitely not.
Then work your way down from there.
Let's put that here.
You know what?
That's
Kim,
the worst case.
is that really the standard that you have set
that's
on
the
letters that you get
That's
from
the
fans?
last letter I remember that had to be, analyzed by the FBI for, motive.
And that's how you determine the letters from guys that you're going to date?
They'll start calling the Kim Jones letter.
It's not.
I don't know the last time I got a letter like that, though. Emails, text messages.
But let's be fair. You must have, over the last few years, gotten a few letters from admiring fans.
I don't,
outside of...
I don't know.
Oh, of course you have. Or were they just of the creepy variety?
No, they're not. I don't think... Oh.
Or do they throw those out immediately at yes?
I don't know what they do with them.
Yeah.
The ones I get, I don't think they go through them.
Okay.
I mean, they're still sealed when I get them.
Right. Okay. So...
You're trying to make me uncomfortable here. And
No,
I
I'm not.
just,
No, I'm not. Do you want to talk to him?
Are you going to give him a call?
I think we should give him a call.
Okay.
Are you okay with that?
Yeah, I'm fine with it.
'Cause
It's nothing to lose. Friday. We can do anything.
I get that, but the last thing I ever want to do is make you feel uncomfortable.
Oh, yeah, as he smiles and rubs his little hands together.
7:32. We're coming back, and we'll get Vinny on the phone. I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, I know you are. You're looking forward to this at least as much as I am. Let's put it that way.
I think it's safe to say probably more.
Or
3 times more.
We're coming back on the Fan.
You're listening to Chris Carlin and Ken Jones on Sports Radio 66, WFAN, New York.
It's really simple. We dream. We dream of the undefeated season and of our favorite team going all the way. We dream of that first round.
When he walked away, did you say, do you want fries with that?
Did you see me?
Yes, absolutely. I kept an eye on you. I had to monitor the situation.
There was a good 3-foot radius around because you could be in real trouble if you're in the vicinity. You kept an eye. Now that sounds a little creepy.
I kept an eye on you.
Now it's more a little creepy.
I bet Darlene did too.
Oh, absolutely.
Mrs. Minko.
You know who could not have been more excited to meet Mink was my mom. My mom.
Oh, I
loved
bet.
Mink. My mom.
I was excited to meet Mink at your wedding.
You never met Mink before?
No, I met him at your wedding.
He was Mink. You were so popular with my family. Everybody loved you. I'm not kidding. I'm being completely serious. Everybody loved you because they know how affable and lovable you are.
Right.
So, and you come across that way. Now, what is your thoughts on this whole letter that we got for Kim?
We'll find out here in the next segment.
No, I know we'll find out from him, but what do you think? I need a Mink opinion. Your thoughts?
Yeah, I think she should.
Is it go or no go?
I think it's a go.
Well, I mean, I think we need
Thanks, Mink. What's the sports report?
Wait a minute. Hey, well, you weren't listening to him before, so.
You heard that, didn't you?
Sorry, she met me. I'm sorry, Kim, you say something?
WL was listening.
Oh, boy.
MN missed nothing.
Oh, boy.
Well, I mean, we'll talk to him and we'll get a feel for what he's about because I don't know that it all comes across in the letter. I think before you're going to, it'll be like any other situation. You want to talk to somebody before you go out.
Absolutely.
Right.
So.
Like before you're sentenced, you get to make a speech, or, make an appeal to the judge.
Good way to put it.
You get to say your piece.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, look, there's the governor calling.
Kim might need the governor to get out of this one.
Great.
7:39. Here's Mink.
3 unearned runs in the 8th inning. The Pirates are racing deficits of 5-0 and 7-3 en route to the 10-7 win over the Mets. The Met bullpen and the defense coming up short late in the game.
The first pitch, a fastball in, and it's ripped into right field. A base hit. Here comes Sanchez around third. Anderson's throw to the plate on one hop the slide. It's dropped by DeFelice. Sanchez scores. LaRoche goes down to second. The Pirates have an 8-7 lead.
On the drop by Mike DeFelice.
That's about how it came across, too, because when he dropped it, it was like, oh, you got to be kidding me. I mean, that was as brutal as could be. And it sounded like, there were a ton of fans there last night. Main reason being Styx was playing after the game.
Yes.
But it sounded like you could hear some Met fans in the background going, oh, when he dropped the ball.
I mean, that's a play you have to make. You got to take the ball.
Absolutely.
And here's the other thing. That followed a throwing error from David Wright. But Sean Green needs to go up the line to catch the ball.
For Pete's sake, please.
Because that could have been avoided.
A novice first baseman, though, right?
Yeah, I mean,
I understand.
He's played a little bit, but he hasn't played a ton.
All right.
Certainly. What about...
What did DeFelice have to say for himself?
Well, let's hear it, and obviously let's hear what he said after the game.
You win a series, I think that's the main goal. I think if you go into every series and try to win the series, you're going to win a lot of ball games. We won the series, and we get your rest and come out and play hard baseball tomorrow.
You know what the main goal is?
Oh, wow.
The main goal right now is for Mike DeFelice to stay in the majors. That's the main goal.
Catch that
He's
ball.
just looking at the bright side of things.
Yeah.
Like, we won the series.
Yeah. Well,
So what if I drop the ball?
finish off the sweep. And they lost the series because of you. Or they won the series but didn't sweep because of you, I should say. If I can get it straight. I'm a little confused throughout this whole campaign.
You have been confused.
I am a little flappable at
And
this
Sean
point.
Green should have gone up the line.
We got that, man.
We got that one.
You were Carlin's wedding, by the way.
Aaron
Did you see
Heilman.
me dance, Rick?
I kept an evil eye on him.
An evil eye.
Evil eye. Aaron.
Go ahead. And as Mike DeFelice said, the Mets are in Washington tonight. Mets 3 games ahead of the Phils in the NL East. Braves 3.5 back. Phils beat the Nationals 4-2. The Giants are racing the Braves 9-3. The numbers are Yankee right-hander Mike Messina, not good. 7 runs, 9 hits, 5 innings. Carlos Gee in the first inning grand slam. Tigers 8, Yankees 5.
The game was over in the first inning. You can't do that kind of thing. And I had bad counts. I got pitches up in the strike zone, walking people.
And obviously that was a problem. Base runners. The Yankees now 5.5 back of Boston in the American League East. And the wild card looks like this. The Yanks are a half game back of Seattle. National League Central, the Cubs trail the fading Brewers by just a half game. The Cardinals are now 2.5 back. The Cards have won 5 games in a row. The Cards obliterating Milwaukee 8-0. Cubs are out the Reds 11-4. Will Michael Vick take a plea agreement on the dog fighting charges? His co-defendants have agreed to do so. Jets preseason football in the Meadowlands. The Jets and the Vikings tonight. And this report brought to you by Peerless Boilers. Go to peerlessboilers.com for a dealer near you. Remember, Peerless builds America's best boilers. And that's Look at Sports. This is John Minka.
You're listening to Chris Carlin and Ken Jones on Sports Radio 66, WFAN, New York.
All right, New Yorkers, I know you're there, so listen up. Another hot summer is here, and when New York gets hot, Mitsubishi's Time to Rally event gets even hotter. Now you can get a smoking hot 2007 Outlander SUV for just $21,370. Or get the Outlander fully loaded with a 220 horsepower 3-liter Maybach V6 engine, magnesium paddle shifters, and a 30-gigabyte music and navigation system for $28,630. Hot enough for you? How about the rally-inspired 2008 Mitsubishi Lancer starting at $13,990? With up to 29 heart-pounding miles per gallon on the highway and an all-aluminum 2-liter Maybach engine, it's a heat wave on wheels. And both vehicles carry a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty. And that's not all, because during the Time to Rally event, you can get a great deal on any new Mitsubishi in stock, which means it's time to get off your butt and into a nice air-conditioned Mitsubishi showroom. Because deals this hot don't last long.
For details, go to MitsubishiCars.com or call 1-888-MITSU-2008.
If you or a loved one has been diagnosed with prostate cancer, New Jersey Center for Prostate Cancer and Urology wants to make you aware of very important news. Unlike open traditional surgery, minimally invasive robotic prostatectomies utilizing the breakthrough Da Vinci robot system can result in a shorter hospital stay, faster recovery, and reduced risk of incontinence. The leaders in this remarkable procedure since 2002 are Doctors Vincent Lanteri, Michael Esposito, and Mutahar Ahmed, having performed nearly 1,000 successful life-saving robotic procedures. Their newest athermal technique further helps spare the neurovascular bundle, which results in a high rate of postoperative erectile function. Call New Jersey Center for Prostate Cancer and Urology today in Hackensack, 201-487-8866. That's 201-487-8866. Or at Monmouth Medical Center, call 732-403-5506. That's 732-403-5506. Or visit them at www.roboticurology.com.
I'm a visiting nurse, but sometimes I feel like the patient. Running all over the city, I needed a pain reliever for my arthritis pain. Lifting Mrs. Rizzo into her chair, I needed something else for backaches. Different pains, different pain relievers, but not anymore. Today, I'm all Advil. It's my every pain reliever. Advil works wherever I hurt. Nothing's proven stronger on tough pain than Advil. Whatever hurts, I'm all Advil. Are you all Advil?
Compared to OTC pain relievers for minor arthritis pain, use as directed. WFAN celebrates 20 years as the flagship station for New York sports. Brought to you by Toyota, a smart way to keep moving forward. Verizon Wireless, America's most reliable wireless network. Pizza Hut. Want more? Get it from Pizza Hut, America's favorite pizza. Peerless Boilers. Remember, Peerless builds America's best boilers. And by Mohegan Sun. Don't miss hot summer fun at Mohegan Sun. Great specials, concerts, events, and giveaways all summer long. Love the day you're dealt at Mohegan Sun.
Six Flags Great Adventure is the place to be for sensational events like WWE Day, hosted by wrestling legend Mick Foley. Sunday, August 19th. Take photos with the WWE superstar during the autograph session. Participate in trivia contests for prizes and exclusive WWE SummerSlam tickets. See Mick Foley on the Six Flags Summer Celebration Parade. And you might even get to ride a roller coaster with the World Wrestling Entertainment legend. WWE Day is free with your Six Flags admission. Come out early and experience Six Flags Great Adventure theme park. From characters to coasters, Six Flags has them all. With intense roller coasters like Nitro, Superman Ultimate Flight, Medusa, and El Toro, the world's greatest wooden coaster. Plus, fabulous family rides and meet and greets with Batman, Robin, better while at Six Flags Great Adventure. You are here. Save time and money. Purchase your daily ticket for only $39.99 at select Pathmark and Wawa locations. And now...
I'm Tracy Burgess with the Mitsubishi Fan Highway Patrol, brought to you by AmeriHealth of New Jersey. Want a simpler, nicer way to deal with your company's health care? Ask your broker about AmeriHealth plan that's simply nicer. AmeriHealth. Inbound George Washington Bridge on the upper level. We have a disabled vehicle. It's taken out the left lane under the apartment, so delays of 40 minutes now from the 8095 approach. On the express side, delays of 15 from 46 and 4. Southbound Palisades still the best at 5 minutes. Outbound moving well on both decks. 20 minutes at the Lincoln, 5 at the Holland. Gowanus BQE northbound in between the Prospect and Hamilton, heavy traffic, and then at Atlantic Avenue, a stalled truck in the process of being cleared. Southbound busy in between the LIE and the Kosciuszko. And still big problems, Rockaway Boulevard. This is in Queens, westbound at Brookville Boulevard. It's closed due to a gasoline tanker that jackknifed, and they've got to offload all of the contents. The WFAN forecast for today, mostly sunny, a little hazy, maybe an afternoon shower, mid-80s, 76 in Fair and Central Park. I'm Tracy Burgess with the Mitsubishi Fan Highway Patrol.
7:47 on the Fan. Chris Carlin, Kim Jones, Chuck McCord on the Morning Zoo. What's going on?
Nothing to lose Friday. I like that.
Exactly right. So, we were reading the letter earlier, Chuck.
Yep.
From Vinny up in Orange County.
Yep.
Who has a thing for Kim. And Vinny's on the phone. So, he joins us now.
Excellent.
Vinny, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Good. So what really kind of...
Hi, Vinny.
Hi, Kim, how are you?
I'm fine, thanks. I thought I should say hello.
You absolutely should.
I thought I should have said hello.
That was an oversight on my part.
That's all right.
Vinny, what made you sit down and put pen to paper the other day?
Well, it's funny. I was listening a couple weeks ago, and you guys were saying how she didn't have a date to the U.S. Open. So I was just, I felt bad that she didn't have someone to go with.
Well,
obviously, I saw her on TV. She's a very attractive woman, so
that's
figured I would just take a chance and write a letter.
All right. Well, so Vinny, describe yourself. You gave us a little bit of a feel here. What is Vinny about? Give me a physical sense. Give me the emotional sense. Just give me the whole picture.
Well, I'm about 5'10", 190. I love sports.
He's
my brother
fat.
actually.
He's not fat.
My brother actually has season tickets for the Yankees, so I go to a lot of Yankee games.
Okay.
I'm an amateur chef. I love going, cooking for people. I don't know what.
Well, what kind of, let's say you were going to cook for somebody. What would you cook? What's your specialty?
I cook a lot of Italian food.
Okay.
So,
Maybe you should go out
depends on
with
what they
Chris.
like, though. I can cook just about anything, so.
Kim said maybe you should go out with me. I'm already spoken for.
Well, the Italian food. I saw your eyes perk up a little.
Well, yeah. I enjoy that. I like pasta.
You got to stay away from the pasta, Chris. I heard you guys talking about that the other day.
Yeah, I know. It's
from your lips to God's ears.
you know what, Ben? This isn't about me. All right.
You're gonna write a letter to Chris.
Getting uncomfortable.
Dear Chris. Okay, back to Kim.
No more carbs. Think protein and veggies.
What is
Love
that,
Vinny.
what is that, like no more drama, no more carbs?
Yeah.
All right, so I guess, Vinny, what I would say is maybe you need to make your case here a little bit to Kim. Is that fair? Because you get a sense of you out of the letter and what you just said, but Kim, give Kim the sense, why should she go out with you? How about that?
Why should you go out with me? Yeah. I don't know. I'm a fun-loving guy. I'm a very nice person. I'm just, I think I'm a fun-loving guy. I love sports. It's hard to find a girl who likes sports, obviously.
I am aware.
She must like sports.
I am very aware of that. There's no question, and it's a major factor if you're a huge sports guy that you need to have somebody there who embraces it.
Right. So
Kim has a quizzical look on her face. What do you got? Kim's trying to figure out what she's going to say right now.
I'm trying to figure out what is in your devious little head right now.
There's nothing in my devious little head.
Nothing at all?
Wow, there's really nothing in my head. No, I want to see Vinny. Vinny's kind of making his case here. But
Vinny sounds like a very nice guy.
No picture.
No picture. But you know what? 5'10", 190, he's not fat.
You're right, but he wrote that.
I know, I like Vinny already.
I don't get the sense that Vinny is like one of these guys on MySpace or whatever that would lie about what he looks like.
I'm not getting that sense either. I just said we needed a picture, though.
Vinny, have you ever tried internet dating?
No.
That's a point in your favor.
Might be a plus.
Yeah.
That might be a plus.
Right.
No, I'm getting over here. I'm just getting a very decent vibe out of Vinny. I really am.
He's not nearly as kooky as we thought he might be.
No, not nearly
Let's
as
be
much
honest.
as we wanted him to
Right.
be.
Oh, really?
No, I didn't really.
But I think you
No,
thought
I'm
there was
kidding
a
you.
little bit of that possibility. He sounds like a very nice guy.
Yeah.
I just found it very odd. I mean, that Kim didn't have a boyfriend. Actually, I was kind of shocked at that when I heard that on the air.
As were we all.
Right? I mean, I couldn't believe that. I thought it was just a joke. You know?
Well, but you know what?
I only have one ticket to the U.S. Open. I was like, you got to be kidding me.
Well, I think, though, to be fair, is that Kim works a schedule that is not exactly conducive to the social life. Is that fair to say?
It's rough.
It's
rough.
very rough because she's at work from 2 to midnight. You know what? You are shooting Charles looks. You are shooting me a look like, you know.
She's
like
turning
what?
around looking this way. She is doesn't know what to think.
So what do you think, as you don't know what to think, what are you thinking right now?
I'm wondering if Vinny maybe just wanted to go to the U.S. Open.
You're just looking for tickets? And you were using Kim as a route.
I don't know, Kim. Can we go see Maria Sharapova?
I need some players. I'm with Kim.
Well, I would be there with you, so there would be no need.
Oh.
Good answer.
We're going to the Maresmo match.
Okay.
There you go.
So when you said that you have trouble meeting nice girls who like sports, that kind of thing, I mean...
You're in the retail field, though, Vinny. You meet a lot of women.
Yeah, but, you know, it's...
Give me a little, can you give me a brief 30-second recap of your dating life over the last few years?
A brief recap of my dating life.
Yeah.
You know, you go out with girls, you know, 1 or 2 times, and then that seems to be, you know, you find out that you don't have common interests, and, you know, you just don't really want to get too emotionally involved with someone, you know, that, you know, that's not going to go anywhere. So, you know, it's kind of, you know.
Trust me, I know.
He's been there.
Yeah.
He wrote that book.
So
I wrote it, reviewed it, and sold it.
Yep.
No question.
So what do you do for a living?
Vinny, he's a manager of a store.
Yes.
We don't want to say what kind of store.
No, okay, just wanted an idea.
Vinny is a manager of a store.
It's a retail store, so, you know, there's late hours and stuff for me also, especially during the holidays and stuff. So it's, you know, it's a little tough, but...
Okay.
So.
39 years old. I mean, is there anything else? Do you live at home?
What's the sharpest object you have in your house?
I work in a retail store, so
you said in the letter...
He didn't answer the question, Lou.
I'm writing
Sharpest
down, don't
object remains unknown.
Yeah, I've got pros and cons going.
He did say in the letter that he was financially stable. Define financially stable. What does that mean, Vin?
I don't live at home with my parents.
All right, that's good. That's obviously a big plus. That is a huge plus.
Plus at 39.
Absolutely.
Cooking for Mom.
Oh, God.
How much you got in the bank?
Oh, don't do
no
that.
good.
That is so rude.
Okay, we had some other questions to get to, Chris, before that one.
Are you sure? Because I think Kim might want to know. No?
Oh, no.
All right.
Financially stable.
All right, financially stable.
Yeah, come on.
Lou, do you have any questions for him?
So what was the last girlfriend you had? How'd the last date go?
Well, the last date I had, it was only, you know, one of those one-night things, and it didn't, you know. You can just tell after you talk to someone if it's not going to, you know.
Define one-night thing.
Not one
Is she still around to talk about this one night?
Okay.
Did she just walk out the front door? No?
No.
All right, so let's see. Where are you here, Kim? I mean...
Kim, you don't have a question for him?
I mean, you got to...
I asked him I asked him if he tried internet dating.
But you interview for a living. You got to have a couple of questions for him. No?
I think Vinny sounds like a very nice guy.
Well, I think where we are right now, then, is that, you know, I think this is a difficult time because Kim's schedule is ridiculous at the moment.
Okay.
Is that fair to say?
I think that's fair to say.
So, I think what we've established here is Vinny's a very good guy.
Right.
And maybe when the schedule slows down, we might be able to piece something together. But I think at the moment, we probably can't do anything just based on the fact that, you know, you're in a situation where you're just never home.
Right.
And you've got Yankee probably playoffs here coming up.
Carlin carrying the segment.
Yeah, right.
I love it.
Well, is there anything else I'm missing here?
Well, no, but I mean, to put it in cooking parlance, this now becomes not a front burner issue nor a back burner issue. It is a mid-range, mid-burner issue.
I think that's fair.
I think that's fair.
Here's the deal.
Still need a picture.
I'm putting, well,
Who
that
wants
wouldn't
a
hurt.
picture?
Well, we know he knows Kim.
Right.
We can see Kim.
That's true.
It's fair. It's only fair.
That is true. It is
Good
fair.
point, Lou.
The one thing
You
I would...
work out, Vinny?
I don't go to the gym all the time, if that's what you mean.
That's a no.
No. But that
All
doesn't mean anything. Maybe he's still...
Doesn't have to go to the gym.
Okay.
All right. Well, I think where we are is I've got the cell phone number and the email address, and I'm giving it to Kim right now. And we'll leave the ball in her court for the moment because I think that her schedule is just so not conducive to a social life that I think that's where we need to leave it
At the moment.
Is that fair?
Vinny, thank you for the letter.
Oh, thank you.
Well, listen, Ben.
Like I say, I'm available for lunch and stuff, too. So if you want to call me at any time, I mean,
all right.
I would make my schedule work with your
Vinny is available.
All right. Well,
I
Ben,
appreciate that.
you know what?
Benny is flexible.
Yes.
Yeah. We appreciate the letter, and we appreciate you popping on with us for a couple of minutes. Have a great day, okay?
Thank you. I appreciate you guys calling me back.
No
Thanks,
problem.
Vinny.
All right. So we'll discuss some more when we come back, where we are with this.
Good guy.
Seemed like a very nice
very
guy.
nice.
Really
Absolutely.
Very nice.
7:57 on the fan.
You're listening to Chris Carlin and Ken Jones on Sports Radio 66, WFAN, New York.
Hey, guys. I smell pizza.
Hey, Mooch. Yo, Mooch. Not just regular pizza, Mooch. It's a Pizza Hut pizzone.
It's huge. Can I tell?
No.
Imagine a folded-over medium pizza crust loaded with tons of melted cheese, tasty toppings, and baked golden brown.
Guys, I'm not here just to bum food. I am a little hungry, though.
The pizzone from Pizza Hut is yours and yours alone. Over 1 full pound of palate-pleasing satisfaction.
How about giving me a half?
No.
A bite?
No.
A crumb?
No!
How about...
No! It's a big eat for the tiny price of $5.99. Or get 2 for $10.99. Tackle your hunger with classic, meaty, or pepperoni.
Guys, I'm sensing some resistance here.
Order your very own Pizza Hut pizzone for $5.99 or 2 for $10.99.
Hey, Mooch, I know someone you can get a pizzone from. Who? Pizza Hut. Great. Can I borrow some money?
Get way more. Get America's favorite pizza. Pizza Hut. Now online.
Limited time offer. Minimum purchase of $8 required for delivery. Prices, participation, delivery charges, and areas may vary.
Shopping for a pre-owned car? It's a Major World this weekend and save big on over 2,000 quality pre-owned cars. To really take advantage, get there by end of day Sunday for savings of 50% off original MSRP. Major World, Northern Boulevard, Long Island City, Queens. Call 1-800-MAJOR-AUTO or go to MajorWorld.com.
5 days only at Pep Boys this week. Get a Baja 90cc ATV for just $699.98. Save $300 after mail-in rebate. You can even get 0% interest till January of 09 on all ATVs, dirt bikes, and go-karts, $499 and up with your Pep Boys credit card. And there's more. A Garmin Street Pilot GPS, just $229.98. Save $50 after mail-in rebate. And save $10 on all Pennzoil oil changes after mail-in rebate. Sale ends Sunday. Thank you for shopping at Pep Boys.
Are you getting enough out of your healthy lifestyle? With Smoothie King's delicious nutrient-packed smoothies, you can do so much more. So, have a smoothie and take a walk, shovel snow, race a cheetah, make your own clothes, drive a car, build a car, pour concrete, learn to yodel, turn invisible.
Now you can register to win free Smoothie King for life. Check out smoothieking.com today for details. No purchase necessary. Open to legal residences of 50 United States and D.C. or 18 or older. Ends 9/30/07. Void where prohibited. See official rules at smoothieking.com.
Run a marathon, herd cattle, do yoga, track deer.
Experience great Nikon moments from Live Nation Summer Concert. Check out the Rock and Roll Picture Show at StunningNikon.com, powered by Nikon. Today's best concert photos, pictures by music's biggest stars like John Mayer and more. Nikon Live, your all-access photo pass at StunningNikon.com.
Reason number 9 to switch to Geico. There's nothing sweeter than saving money on car insurance. It's one of those rare opportunities in life where you can thumb your nose at the system and say, okay, system, listen up. I just got a better deal with Geico. Great savings, personal service 24/7, and the latest in online technology. Of course, the system may sulk for a day or two, but you're going to feel a lot better.
For a free rate quote, visit geico.com or call 1-800-947-AUTO. 15 minutes could save you 15%.
Experience great Nikon moments from Live Nation Summer Concert. Check out the Rock and Roll Picture Show at StunningNikon.com, powered by Nikon. Today's best concert photos, pictures by music's biggest stars like John Mayer and more. Nikon Live, your all-access photo pass at StunningNikon.com.
This is WFAN Radio in New York, streaming on your computer at WFAN.com. Minute past top of the hour, 8 o'clock, and a couple of the local headline stories. New York State officials must now use their own money to pay for any political trips when they use state aircraft. The State Ethics Commission imposed the new rule in the wake of the scandal in which top aides of Governor Spitzer tried to smear State Senate Majority Leader Joe Bruno. They had been secretly keeping track of Bruno's travel until their plotting backfired. The governor's aides are now the focus of several criminal investigations. The Ethics Commission ruled yesterday that officials will have to strictly account for their time on state aircraft and reimburse the state for any portion of a trip that isn't for an absolutely public purpose. In Newark, for the first time since the gruesome execution shootings that claimed the lives of 3 young friends, officials are now saying the hunt for suspects has extended beyond the state. Authorities have rounded up illegal alien Jose Carranza, who was free on bail at the time despite 2 indictments, alongside 2 juveniles, but firmly believe 3 others do remain at large. Mayor Cory Booker offered limited comment on the ongoing hunt, but did credit federal officials for their involvement.
The only thing I'll say is that the federal marshals have been incredibly helpful on our part of our search team. Beyond that, I don't want to get in.
The search is on specifically for Rodolfo Godinez, who authorities are calling the prime suspect in the August 4th slaughter. 2 other juveniles are also believed to have played some role, one possibly being the half-brother of Godinez. Officials insist the shootings were not gang-related, nor, they say, were they motivated, apparently, by racial bias. Weather for the tri-state area, mostly sunny day ahead, but there is a slight chance of an afternoon shower, about 20% or so. The high today in the middle 80s, partly cloudy, chance of an evening shower, low in the mid-60s overnight. Then tomorrow, sunny and not out of the upper 70s. It is 77 degrees right now at 3 minutes after the hour.
StubHub! Here are the top 5 reasons StubHub is now the world's largest ticket marketplace. Number 5, at StubHub, you decide what is best available. Your seats are your choice. Number 4, there's no 2-minute rush. Take your time choosing great tickets. Number 3, sold out. So what? StubHub's got them. Number 2, you'll never have to type in one of those hard-to-read squiggly words. I hate that. And the number 1 reason, there are much better things to do at 10 a.m. on a Saturday morning than staring at a computer screen clicking refresh months before an event. Whether you want last-minute Wicked tickets on Broadway, 50-yard line Giant or Jet tickets this fall, or Yankees-Red Sox tickets for an upcoming series in the Bronx, get them at StubHub. Got extra tickets? Sell them on StubHub. It's easy and free to list. StubHub makes sure the buyers get authentic tickets on time and sellers get paid quickly, all through their industry-first Fan Protect guarantee. To buy and sell your sports, concert, and theater tickets today, visit StubHub.com or call 1-866-STUBHUB. StubHub, where fans buy and sell tickets. StubHub! New Jersey Lottery. Now when you play New Jersey Lottery's Pick 4 and the red ball pops up, you win double. Guaranteed to pop up at least once a week. It's red balls double up from Pick 4 in the New Jersey Lottery. Give your dreams a chance.
We created the first sport utility vehicle. The first full-time four-wheel drive system. The first SUV with full-time anti-lock brakes. And now, we're covering even more ground with the first and best warranty in the business. Introducing the Jeep Lifetime Powertrain Limited Warranty. It lasts for as long as you own your vehicle. And to make ownership even easier, you can also take advantage of our Zero Plus offer. You get 0% APR financing plus bonus cash on select models. With that kind of offer, the industry's first lifetime powertrain limited warranty, and the greatest Jeep lineup ever, it's now even easier to have a lifetime of fun out there. See dealer for a copy of this limited warranty and details. Non-transferable, not available on select vehicles. Valid on purchases starting on 7/26/07. Financing for well-qualified buyers. Incentive offers end July 31st.
Today?
Kim, I'm over here! Want some peanuts?
Is that what it's like at the stadium?
Yeah, with the music as well.
Yeah.
With the soundtrack in the background.
There are guys that yell occasionally.
They're just people who yell occasionally. They'll yell at anyone, though.
Right. So how do we feel after this whole, by the way, 8:05, Chris Carlin, Kim Jones, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah,
how
whatever.
do we feel
Nothing to
after
lose
that
Friday,
whole...
embrace it.
Exactly right. How do we feel after reading Vinny's letter, hearing from Vinny directly? Give me your thoughts.
It sounds like a very nice guy.
Right.
Period.
Period.
Yeah.
Sounds like a very
nice guy. Yeah. We wish Vinny good luck. We thank him for the letter.
5'10", 190.
Nothing can get by 'em. Turn it on and try 'em. Mike and the Mad Dog, WFAN.
From the studios of WFAN in New York, around the country, wall to wall, sea to shining sea, courtesy of the Yes Network. Later on, we'll be joined by the Beast down there in Tampa. A little later on, we'll be joined by ROW up in Saratoga country. On this 20th day of August, the days, they go dwindling, dwindling, dwindling towards Labor Day. And the days grow short. September. The September song. As we head towards Labor Day very quickly here, which means pennant race and...
We created the first sport utility vehicle. The first full-time four-wheel drive system. The first SUV with full-time anti-lock brakes. And now, we're covering even more ground with the first and best warranty in the business. Introducing the Jeep Lifetime Powertrain Limited Warranty. It lasts for as long as you own your vehicle. And to make ownership even easier, you can also take advantage of our Zero Plus offer. You get 0% APR financing plus bonus cash on select models. With that kind of offer, the industry's first lifetime powertrain limited warranty, and the greatest Jeep lineup ever, it's now even easier to have a lifetime of fun out there. See dealer for a copy of this limited warranty and details. Non-transferable. Not available on select vehicles. Valid on purchases starting on 7/26/07. Financing for well-qualified buyers. Incentive offers end July 31st.
.905 on the Fan. Chris Carlin, John Feinstein, the author of Cover Up.
That's right. I almost forgot.
No, you didn't.
Thank you for bringing it up.
New book out, third in the series of young adult novels, mystery novels. This one's set around the Super Bowl, and it is in bookstores as we speak, Amazon.com, everything, right?
Absolutely, and it involves a steroid scandal. The two kids, Stevie and Susan Carroll, stumble across a plot to cover up positive tests for human growth hormone, which is not currently tested for in the NFL because you have to blood test for it, but I believe will be in the future.
Why the three names for the female character, Susan Carroll?
Susan Carroll Anderson is based on a woman I went to college with, Susan Carroll Robinson, who was basically the person who taught me how to be a journalist. She was a junior, I was a freshman, she was my editor. I, of course, had a crush on her.
Right.
And she was the person, when I first started working at the student newspaper at Duke, who said, even if you want to be a sports writer, you need to learn how to be a reporter. You need to cover news. You need to do everything. And that's what I did all through college. I was deputy managing editor of the paper and the sports editor of the paper. And that ended up getting me hired at the Washington Post, because I was initially hired as a night police reporter because I had the news background from my days in college. And Susan Carroll and I have been friends since I was in college, and she is a minister's daughter from Goldsboro, North Carolina, and very smart, obviously. So Susan Carroll Anderson is based on Susan Carroll Robinson.
So it's an homage.
Yeah,
okay.
It is. And the real Susan Carroll was very pleased with it, especially because Susan Carroll Anderson's really tall, and she always wanted to be tall.
Okay.
You know how women are. They're never happy with their height. And women who are petite want to be tall. Women who are tall want to be petite.
I can understand that. It's a good job, paying a little homage to your background. I like that.
Well, and actually, the quarterback in Cover Up, the quarterback of the California Dreams, who is a hero in the book because he's a good guy, Eddie Brennan, my high school swim coach was Ed Brennan, who is now the swimming coach at the University of Tampa. So I do that. I use real names for people who have been important in my life.
So that begs the question, exactly what role will Chuck and I be playing in the next novel?
Minor. You'll have to read it to find out.
Chuck will be the Michael Vick character.
No, I would not do that to Charles. I really wouldn't do that to Charles. I might do that to Ira in Manhattan, but I won't do that to Charles.
Thank you, sir. Well, 8 minutes after 9, we'll discuss a little bit more of the Vick situation as we've spent a lot of time this morning on it, and just the different ramifications of it as he pleads guilty, and the actual charges that he will plead guilty to will come out next Monday, and we'll find out what the what the sentence will be as well. He's already agreed to something clearly with prosecutors, but that could get tossed aside just depending on what the judge decides to do. Charles right now, though, has the news at 8 minutes past 9.
Just to repeat a couple of we've played these a couple of times.
We'll play the lawyer cut again.
I was looking for the lawyer cut. Do we still have that one?
I will get it from the last news.
All right, well, here's the one from, this was Duke Castiglione, covers the NFL for Fox TV's WNYW here in the city, and says the league will have a harder time dealing with the gambling.
Drive off with the best values of the year on our best lineup ever, including the award-honored 2007 Lincoln MKZ. To drive the new MKZ is to love it. That's why the Lincoln MKZ is the highest-ranked entry premium car in initial quality, according to J.D. Power & Associates. And right now, during the Lincoln Summer Drive sales event, take advantage of great values on the 25-mile-per-gallon highway Lincoln MKX luxury crossover and Lincoln Navigator, the original full-size luxury SUV with its redesigned exterior and interior. The Lincoln Summer Drive sales event. Hurry in now for the best values of the year on the newest family of luxury vehicles, exclusively at your Lincoln Mercury dealer. EPA estimated 18-city, 25-highway mile-per-gallon Lincoln MKX front-wheel drive. For J.D. Power & Associates award information, go to jdpower.com. Lincoln, reach higher.
Travelocity presents the Hello Orlando sale. Save $75 on a 5-night vacation to Orlando when you book with your MasterCard card.
You could bring little Ginny, and Marjorie, and Mum, and Grandma, and Grandpa.
Book by August 31st and save $75 to Orlando.
Reginald and Rupert, and Grandfather Jeff.
Book now with your MasterCard card and get $75 off.
And finally, little Francis.
Travelocity. You'll never roam alone.
Oh, and Theobald, and little Cuthbert.
Restrictions apply. See Travelocity.com for details.
Day 3 of the Feinstein era at 6:05. Good morning. How you doing?
Good morning. How are you?
I'm great.
I'm a little scared. I'm starting to get used to getting up this early. Not the darkness, but my body is like ready to get up.
No, it's not.
Okay, you're right.
No.
I'm leaving.
I mean, it just can't be. The getting up at the time required to do this is a biological approach.
Oh, I agree, Charles.
And you never get used to it.
Well, let me put it this way. It wasn't as physically painful this morning as it was Monday when I literally had to crawl out of bed.
Give it time.
Let me argue that point. Yes, it was.
Okay, it was. Well, you've only got 44 years of experience, so who am I to argue with you?
6:06. Chris Carlin, John Feinstein, Charles McCord on Sports Radio 66. You know, I couldn't ask for a fuller plate, so to speak, today.
To quote a great man sitting right across from me, there is never a shortage of bad news.
No.
Including in sports.
No.
I don't even know. I said to you outside, the Stephon Marbury quotes,
priced, certified, pre-owned BMWs, all meticulously inspected and totally reconditioned. Take advantage of the 2.9 APR financing and values such as the loaded 2004 BMW 330 Ci with leather, premium package, and more. Only 7,100 miles. You can lease it